Hey, what's going on? This is Andre Sweeney, the Life Specialist. Welcome to the Get a Life Show, the show that gives you the tools and principles necessary for an outstanding life. Today's segment is called Life Nuggets, and today I'm talking to you from the subject, the sin of omission. Listen, most of you know what sin is. If you don't know, the definition of sin is any transgression against God's law. And most of us are familiar with sins of commission. Things like murder, lying, stealing. Things that you do that you should not do. But what many of you are guilty of is the sin of omission. Yeah, well, we don't look at that one as bad, but it's just as devastating. It's just as rotten. The sin of omission is not doing what you should do. Not saying what you should say, not confronting what you should confront, letting things slide, letting things get by, letting people off the hook that you should be challenging. See, the sin of omission is a sin of fear. It's a sin of being scared. It's the sin of low self-esteem that causes you not to deal with the issues you should deal with. Many of you are guilty of this with your children. You let your children get away with murder. You don't say anything. You don't correct them. You don't discipline them. You do nothing in the name of I love my child. That's some bull. If you love your child, you discipline them. Many of you don't say what you should say to your families. Your families are treacherous. They're controlling. They're manipulative. They do all sorts of things, but do you stand up to them? No, you don't. In the name of peace, which ain't real peace, you let them walk all over you. You say nothing. You stand for nothing. With your friends, just to be accepted. Just to be accepted by people who will you in your way. You allow them to do things. You stand by and watch them do things that are wrong. Things that have no integrity. The sin of omission. Listen, if you're going to be a person of integrity, if you're going to be a person of righteousness, you have to stand for something. And not only do you have to stand for something, you have to speak out. There are things in your life that you're allowing, that you're saying nothing about. And God is not pleased. It's not always what you do. What you're not doing is ruining your life. This is Andre Sweeney, the Life Specialist, and I'm here to help you get a life.